Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're gonna do G.I. Joe Classified Jinx. What number she is, I don't know. I'll be throwing away my boxes because I'm a crazy person. But yeah, here we are with Jinx. And I did make a mistake. Let me actually remove this because that's an accessory that actually comes on her right out the box. And I really like this beautiful head sculpt that was done for her. I really like it. The thin warrior's face, but also the hairstyle just really works for me. But I'm gonna leave that there, let it look cool. But I do love the tattoo. That's some buttermilk hair. Sorry about that. But yeah, here we have the beautiful tattoo, the arm sleeve, looking really good. It sucks that they couldn't get it on that pin there though. But I would have loved if we would have been able to cover the pin as well. That way, when you stretch the arm out, it looks fantastic. It doesn't look like there's any gappage. But some people do gap their sleeves, but I don't know if that's what they were aiming for or not. Over here, we have the bare arm for the other pinless arm. We have beautiful, beautiful arm articulation. This design allows for a lot of free movement in the arm. I like the arm bandages as well. And the closed fist are on vertical hinges. As far as our head articulation, let me actually pop this off so you guys can see what's going on, right? So with our head articulation, we actually get a lot of free range and nice movement for any sort of martial arts move that you may want to do. As you can see there, no issues in the neck area, which is always a plus for me. I think the biggest downside of this figure, and that is a flaw with a lot of female figures, is that it suffers from having the ball joints be a little either too short or the ball joints don't allow any real movement. So here we have just the bare minimum articulation in the upper torso, which is a little bit of a bummer. I was expecting more from a martial arts character, and I think what happened is, and I think this happens at a factory level because I've been doing a lot of research lately, and I think this happens at a factory level where things either don't work because they end up being, the ball and pegs end up being too long, or it's a common just miscommunication. Because I feel like this was supposed to have more. As you can see, we've gone too far for these figures to not have the ab crunch they're not supposed to, but I'm not sure what's going on now. And then, but down here is crazy because right at the lower part, we actually have this new little swivel, which is nice. And it does crunch a little bit. So I'm gonna take this apart after and do some experimenting, see what's going on. But leg-wise, articulation, as you can see, we can do high kicks. We can come back down. We have drop downs. We do have a thigh swivel. We can hit out even before the drop down. We can actually hit, ooh, pop that off. Even before the drop down, we can actually hit slightly above 90 degrees, right? Beautiful double joints. Oh, there is a boot swivel as well too, which is pretty nice. And as always, Hasbro dons the beautiful, beautiful ankle articulation, right? So getting into, ooh, are we doing lotus pose? Right, yeah, let's do lotus. So right, so here we can do things like a lotus pose, but I would have loved to have been able to add that ab crunch in. But as you can see here, you can actually hit some really good poses and it's without an issue, right? And that's utterly beautiful. But to cover all martial arts poses, I would need a better ab crunch. But like you said, well, I'm talking about me. You can still hit some stuff. But I'm definitely gonna try to see about modding it and getting that deeper crunch. Now, as far as our accessories, short and sweet. Lately, things have been like a little low on accessories, but I feel like I'm also reviewing a lot of things at once or going over a lot of things at once, which causes me to feel like that. So please take that with a grain of salt because I could just be in my feelings. But here we are, as you saw with her blindfold, right? And then she fell right behind me because maybe she wants a blindfold back. She could probably see better without it. I'm gonna do it from the bottom of the face upward. Go underneath the hair, helps it sit there. And now we have our blind Arashikage look. And like I said, this actually looks really good. Definitely does work for me. But if that does not float your boat and you didn't want the blind master look, what you can do is swap out to the ninja head. So you will get a masked ninja head as well. If you want to put the blindfold over that, it does fit over that as well. Then you will get a sheath and a katana. This can be stored on the back. I know some of you are going to want to add some string so you can get that pullover, so that way it looks a little bit more realistic. I know a lot of you guys like to do that. Then you will get an alternative set of hands. These are also on vertical joints. Damn, buttermilk. These are also on vertical joints, so that way when you do any sword slashing, you have a vertical joint. And that about wraps up accessories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some figures we can compare to for the size comparison. Let's get to it. All right, size comparison time. And I think we'll do some G.I. Joes first. So here we are with Snake Eyes. And then we're going to do a red Arashikage Ninja. I chose the retro Snake Eyes because it's one of my favorites. Right? But here's an Arashikage Ninja because this also shares the original first Snake Eyes body. So you can see where she stands with these guys. Like I said, pretty good height, not too small, but also like stature-wise, it fits, right? When we take these two guys away, right? We're gonna add a female blue ninja, Kinuichi. So she's actually slightly taller than the blue ninja ladies. She should be able to stand, but she's gonna lean a little bit, and I didn't like that. Next up, here we are with a Mezco G.I. Joe. Here we are with Storm Shadow. Now again, not too much bigger, not too much smaller. Kind of still fits for what I want to do. By the way, she can hold the Storm Shadow nunchucks. That's always fun. Next up, here we are with some Action Force. We have a male and female. So you can see where she stands with these two. And she's still on the smaller side, but I still like it can still fit. So when you want to use your Army Rangers or any paramilitary style, there you go. Next up, we're going to do an SHF. Here we are with Shinkocho Seiho Fies. Fies is the man. So here we are with Fies. And as you know, with SHF, a little bit smaller, but when you compare it to the new stuff, the Reiwa era stuff, here we are with something like Geats. And Geats is a tad bit taller. So there you have that. Who can we do next? Oh, obviously a Marvel Legend. For everybody who mixes and matches their domestic styles. Here we are with a Marvel Legend. The last but not least, I know we did a Mezco already, but you know he has to make an appearance. He's my main man, Ichigo. The Lone Kitty Swordsman. So yeah. Personally, I like the figure, but I do want to figure out where it stands mod-wise. I want to take it apart so I have a better understanding of the figure versus what, you know, it's just me. It's going to be my professional curiosity. So, with that being said, I hope you do enjoy the pictures at the end. Hope you enjoy G.I. Joe stuff in general. I hope you just enjoy toys. That's what the hobby is supposed to be, us enjoying it. But I'm here for the pretty pictures, and I know you guys are here for the information, so it's a win-win situation for both. And as always, be good to yourself. Be good to others. Enjoy your day, your weekend, your night, whenever you're watching this, whenever you come back to it, whether you need information or not. Thank you for enjoying. So as always, be good, do good. Drink water, guys. Later. One very, very important thing, I actually forgot her glaive, double-sided glaive. So yeah, here we have it. Totally forgot it, and I apologize. So yeah, adding it at the end. You know the deal, bonus content.